Hello, kiddies. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to the Circle Pit Podcast with your host, the God of Thunder.
Welcome back to another episode of the Circle Pit, everyone. This is your host, the God of Thunder, and as you guys just heard, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper, just made an intro to this show, so that was amazing, to me at least. Like, what he was saying, all I had was goosebumps just running up and down my arm, and I was just like, ah! And yeah, like, that's just crazy to me. So yeah, Comic-Con was a lot of fun, and John Kassir, nicest guy ever, like, he recorded the intro to the new show, he took a picture with me, signed this, got all that, yeah, it says, "To Sean, your old pal, John Kassir." So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's him. Like, that's John Kassir himself, actually, right there. And another thing that happened at Comic-Con, Kane Hodder. Look at that, Kane Hodder. He twisted my arm, put a machete up to my neck. Kane Hodder, yeah, that's insane. Like, Jason Voorhees basically almost killed me. And the other part that was just fantastic in the whole thing was Kane and Robert Englund were doing a duo photo op shortly after, so Robert Englund was in the room while it was all happening, and I was like, oh, like, so in April, like, I got my picture with Robert, and he pointed to my Freddy Krueger tattoo. And, like, so Robert was just smiling, and then I was like, I want to do something with this tattoo that I got. Jason Voorhees in an upside-down cross. And so Kane started twisting my arm to see the tattoo. And Robert was like, "Don't provoke him." So that was pretty cool. Yeah, like, just overall, just a great day. A whole bunch of people, bunch of horror people, met some wrestlers, James Ellsworth and Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, and yeah, it was just, whew, I want to go back. I'm definitely trying to go to New York Comic Con in October, because it was just so much fun. Like, if you guys don't ever go to a Comic Con, you're missing out big time. And yeah, alright, so, today, it's not going to be too long of an episode, but, not going to be too long of an episode, because I have to, have enough computer storage to have a great Friday the 13th episode coming up this Friday. Because the next Friday the 13th after this is going to be the biggest Friday the 13th episode I'm ever going to do. Alright, so July 13th. No, you guys can't see anything. July 13th is this Friday. Then the next Friday the 13th won't be until September 2019. So, this is going to be the biggest Friday the 13th episode. And then the next biggest Friday the 13th episode is going to be in September 2019, because we waited over a year for that. It's so sad. But yeah, Friday the 13th, this Friday. Get ready. If you guys are into tattoos, I know most shops do $31 tattoos or $13 tattoos. go out and get a tattoo. I'm gonna hopefully get one if they have cool designs. And yeah, so get ready for this week's episode. Let me know what you guys want to hear in this week's episode, because I'm also, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you guys my horror collection. I'm gonna show you all my Friday the 13th DVDs. Kane Hodder. Sadly, I couldn't get an interview with him. There was a whole line waiting to get an interview with him. But I gave him my business card. Hopefully, he contacts me soon. And we also might have John Kassir on the show, maybe. Hopefully, John, if you're listening. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you to John Kassir for doing the new intro, because that was just fantastic. I still got goosebumps thinking about it. And even like editing this whole thing, like I was like, oh my god, this is just crazy. But yeah, so thank you, John, for doing that. And now I want to start doing something new on the show. I've done it a while ago, but now I'm going to start doing it every week. So I'm going to do what do I got over here? I'm going to do a album review. So the first ever album review I'm going to do is one of my favorite albums, and the first album in their discography, and the album that turned me on to one of my favorite bands ever. And if you guys know me, no, it's not Kiss, and no, it's not Sabaton, so the only other band it could be, if you guys know me, Ghost. I got Opus Eponymous on vinyl, and it's actually really cool. Look at this. Got the upside down ghost cross in there. You got all the lyrics to every song on there, and it's just beautiful. I love vinyl. Vinyl's just one of my favorites. Like, that's the back. And the other thing with vinyl that you can't do on CD, or you can't, no, you can't, is you can't do this. You can't not do this. Look at this beautifulness. Look at that. Like, this is, oh my god. Jesus. It's so beautiful. Like, the whole album itself is just amazing. And it sounds amazing too. Like, if you guys don't have vinyl, I don't know what you're waiting for, because you're missing out on the best sounding quality ever. iTunes is fine if you want to listen to some, like, bad quality music. If that's what you're into, then go ahead. Just keep doing what you're doing. But, like, I like my physical stuff. I like my vinyls, and I like my CDs. I never got into cassettes, but that's alright. I don't have a cassette player. I have a vinyl player. I have a record player. And I have a CD player. So, now we're going to start the album review. So the first song is Deuce Culpa. And that's a little introduction to the song. A little instrumental. And then it goes right into Conclave con Dio. And that's one of the band's favorite songs to play live, and one of my favorite songs. The bass line in it is just so amazing, and it's just overall fantastic. The lyrics, like, let me read you some of my favorite lyrics in that. Like, the first, you know it's going to be a good song when the first word out of Papa Emeritus' mouth is Lucifer. Lucifer, we are here for your praise, evil one. Right there, that's the first line on the first song of the first album. It's going to be a good album. Then the second song is called Ritual, and that is, if you like Ghost, you mainly like that album. And just, it talks about burning bodies up on the altar, and then that's one of my favorites. Honestly, I can't say one of my favorites anymore, because these. I'm looking at all the songs right now. It's just, oh my god. Oh my, look at this. At the end, it says the end. Ugh. It's like one big story. Like, it's like a Bible. This is my Bible. Opus Eponymous is my Bible. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, this is a funny podcast today. Elizabeth, or Elizabeth, Stand by Him, Satan Prayer, Death Knell, and Prime Mover. All these songs are fantastic. They're amazing. They're great. Every word to describe perfection. They're perfect. The second album that Ghost came out with was Infestus Umam, and it was good. It was heavier than the first album, but this album always will have a special place in my heart. My favorite album by them, at least. They are getting heavier, they're getting more popular, but no one will ever be like us Ghost fans that have been fans since 2010. It's hard to say I've been a fan since a band from the beginning, but with Ghost I actually have. So that's pretty cool. And it just brings it just makes me so happy to see where they are now and see that they're coming from playing the basement of Webster Hall in New York City to then going to a little bigger venue, PlayStation Theater, where I first saw them. Then to theaters around the world. Then now to opening for Iron Maiden last summer. To literally headlining their own arena show in December now. And if you guys are curious about that at all, it is December 15th, Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Ghost is headlining. Yeah. So from start to finish, this whole album is just fantastic. If you guys haven't listened to it, check it out. I'm going to post links to the whole album on my Facebook. And check out the first song I would highly suggest would maybe be Ritual. Then Stand By Him is a good song. Elizabeth is more poppy. And Satan Prayer is one of my favorites. Here, I'm going to play a little bit right now. Hold on. Con clave con Dio. Here we got the bass line. Listen to this bass real quick. It's just... You just can't. It's not, oh my god. But I want to know what albums you guys want me to review. This album came out in 2010. I'm reviewing a 2010 album. So if you guys want me to review a newer album, maybe the new Iron Maiden or the new Ghost album, or new Machine Head album, anything that came out recently, if you want me to, I will be more than glad to. That's what I'm going to start doing every week now. Album reviews, and eventually, if you guys really want me to, movie reviews. Movie reviews I've done a few of them. So, I remember Shining was one of them for you guys. Hereditary, I did one. And A Quiet Place, I think. So, I'm going to start doing movie reviews eventually. You just gotta let me know what movie you guys want me to hear. That was not English. See, I got distracted with the music. You guys just have to let me know what movie reviews you want me to do. What movies you want me to watch. And I will tell you, one of the movies that I just watched recently was the remake of Psycho with Vince Vaughn. It was terrible. Oh my god. Vince Vaughn, with all due respect, just stick to the comedies. Stick to the comedies. It was great. It's great when you were not Norman Bates. But that's all the time we got for today, guys. So thank you, and I will see you guys on Friday, the 13th. Stay metal.